How consequential is this weekend's elections for the West and for Washington, in your view?
Well, the election is consequential. Perhaps the most significant election in Turkey, and not just for external parties, the U.S., Europe, NATO, but also for Turks. The critical elements that depend upon the election outcome are, above all, whether the Turks live in an atmosphere of freedom, democracy, the ability to express themselves, to assemble, as the Turkish constitution assures, and then the issue of the economy, which you began this interview with. The economy in the macro indicators has not performed well over these last several years. It is a consequence of the unique economic policies being pursued, both fiscal and monetary. That needs to change if Turkey is to resume the extraordinary economic performance which the international community is confident, the financial community is confident, the structure of the Turkish economy would allow if orthodox economic policies were to be followed again, as they were by now President Erdogan in his first decade in power.
There is genuine concern on the ground about Erdogan's growing power within Turkey. I was speaking to people on the ground there only through the weekend of the elections, suggesting that a vote for Erdogan is a vote for the erosion of independent institutions and a vote for the backsliding of democracy. Is that a fair assessment?
The United States government, European governments, others around the international community have expressed concern consistently over these last years about the erosion of democratic institutions and individual rights in Turkey, the derogation of the rule of law to political influence. It is indeed a concern. It's a particular concern because Turkey is not just any country. It is an extraordinarily strategically positioned and strategically important partner for NATO, partner for the United States, partner for many, not just in Europe, Middle East, but beyond those regions entirely. What happens in Turkey matters greatly.
What's interesting, though, is that Turkey has been, in many ways, an unreliable and unpredictable US ally, certainly one of the most challenging relationships that the United States has within NATO. So what consequences do you see unfolding if Erdogan is indeed to continue his rule over Turkey, in particular for the United States?
Well, I would walk back slightly the description of Turkey as unpredictable and unreliable. Turkey is a vital NATO ally for the United States and for the other NATO partners. And we do have difficulties on occasion with other NATO partners as well. But with respect to this election, there is a critical decision pending with NATO, which is the accession of Sweden to the alliance. That's an extremely important step. And the United States government has called upon President Erdogan to complete the process of approving the accession of Sweden. We understand the issues between Sweden and Turkey, but we believe in this environment, with the war in Ukraine continuing, it is very important that the alliance present a unified front. But I must note, Turkey has been a vital participant on behalf of the alliance, on behalf of Ukraine, since this conflict began, in support of the overall coalition effort.